Yeah, that drunken gallop picking pattern is definitely a challenge. Getting fast on that thing is like, yeah, good luck to everybody. I definitely cannot play my fast way of playing doing that. I can do regular gallops and reverse gallops pretty quick, but that drunken gallop, that's a weird one. Very weird. But other than that, everything went well, it looks like. I will be going over the chords after demonstrating the new playing stuff. So we got constant 2-note coil stuff here. So here it is at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. One 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, number 2. We got all 3 types of gallops here. Regular gallop, reverse gallop, drunken gallop, and just quarter notes. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 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 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 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 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So for the most part, chords look good. There is some stuff that needs to be fixed. And I can stick with that. Alright, so first key. Alright, so this is not in the key of C, so that chord it doesn't belong. So as far as changing this one, we're going to use all 6 strings. All 6 strings are to be used. The first thing to do is put something on that G string that is part of the appropriate chord. This is the key of C, no sharps and no flats. But you see right here, there is a sharp present. So that is a dead giveaway. Something is wrong. Alright? So again, you're going to use all 6 strings for this. You got to put something on that G string to get rid of the G notes. And then figure out what's missing from there. And if you want, we can just go over it together next time. But that's the general idea there. You will end up using all 6 strings here. This is not a B suspended 4 flat 5. There's something incorrect there. That needs to be fixed. That is incomplete. In fact, you got the correct thing right above it, so just fill that in, label it. That is a G suspended 4. It is a much more difficult G suspended 4 than the way you have here because of this C note versus that D note. So technically it is correct, and if you like the sound of that more that's fine, but just be aware that is the more difficult way. This is not in key. That needs to be corrected. This can use all 5 strings as you did at the very start of this whole file. So the C suspended second that you begin with has 5 strings, so let's keep that going. This is not a C suspended sharp 4. So you see these little symbols here, like that's when things pop up like that. And I got the key signature set up there, so this way no sharps and flats or even natural signs or symbols should pop up if you do it correctly. So like right here, you got a sharp symbol, so that's a dead giveaway. Something is wrong. These flats, or not flats, these natural symbols, something's gone wrong there too. So again, C suspended sharp 4, that is not what you tabbed out, so that's got to get fixed. That is an E suspended second, but we can also use all 6 strings. So just like I described up above, you got to put something on that G string so you can use the G string. It's got to be one of the 3 notes in the E suspended second. And then after you put the correct note on that G string that can be used, figure out what note is missing from there. And you want to put it in the easiest place possible, not down here though. For what we do, we don't change the bass note to anything other than the root note. Let's see. That's not on screen. There we go. Yes, those are G sus2s and G sus4s. Now, typically, we're going to just play the open chords, though. So this is an instance where you just take what you've already done and put it in there. So let's put those back to open chords, just like you got before. And as you have done every time in the 3rd position, that is not in key. That is not in key. This is not a suspended, well, I'll put that, hang on. That is not in key. That is not correct. That chord does not belong here. As stated before, we've used 5 strings earlier. Let's continue using 5 strings, not 4. Technically, yes, that is correct. It is possible to use the bottom 4 strings, and I'd like you to try and figure that out. So just like before, that open G string, you need to put something on the G string, one of the 3 notes that make up the E suspended flat second, flat 5, and then figure out what's missing from there. So, just to recap, so you can just take notes real quick. This is not in key. You have a correction to make in what you tabbed out here. Make this 5 strings, or not 5 strings, make this all 6 strings and put in the chord name. This is not in key. Use 5 strings for this. That is not a C suspended sharp 4. You have notes to correct in there. I want you to use all 6 strings for that chord because it's possible. And whoops, this is not in key. This is not in key. Use all 5 strings. Use the open chords as we did before. And use the bottom 4 strings for this. So just try and keep it in the same area as that. Technically, yes, that is correct, but I want you to use something more similar to those. So, any questions come up, let me know. Good luck to you on that. And I will see you again next week.